My goodness, we have heard the trials and tribulations of breast cancer. Maybe you've lived through it yourself or somebody in your family has. Well, there's a lot of women that are faced with a decision. Do you want to continue down this path, or do you want to just say, you know what, cut it off at the pass? Our next guest says you don't have to worry. You can be proud of yourself if you take that second option. And here to join us now is Renee Ridgeley. She is not only a breast cancer survivor, she's also a writer. She's a patient advocate. She's also on The Simpsons as Dr. Wendy Sage. It's great to talk to you. How are you?
Hi, Sean. Good morning. I'm doing great. I'm really good. Glad to be here.
Yeah, and you actually just in town for the American Society of Breast Surgeons Conference. It's great to have you. Let's talk about, first of all, your character on The Simpsons, because this is a pretty groundbreaking character, Dr. Wendy Sage. Tell us about the character on The Simpsons and how you're hoping that this kind of, puts his body positive image in the forefront.
Right. Well, we think that she might be the first one-breasted character on any TV show. It's kind of hard to find out if that's true or not, but The Simpsons likes to be groundbreaking, so here's another first for them. Really the idea was that she would kind of normalize being flat after mastectomy, being half flat after mastectomy. And we just put her in the episode. It could have been the character was not written to be a breast cancer survivor. Yeah. She was written to be a hypnotherapist. And it just worked out that my husband and I had been talking about that. He's an executive producer on The Simpsons. I've done voices in the past on the show. Mm-hmm. And it was just serendipity that she fit into this really, really beautiful body positive themed episode. And she kind of exploded. She's coming back. She's going to be in a couple episodes this year. She's a regular in Springfield now. So, nice. Yeah.
I love The Simpsons again. Every time, everything they do, it either makes sense then or will make sense in 20 years. So that you're like, wow, they predicted something. It's amazing. Let's talk about, going flat after mastectomy. I think a lot of women, they go through this and they immediately think, okay, I need reconstruction. So people feel like I am whole. This is the way a woman's supposed to look. You don't have to do that. How many women are deciding, you know what? I don't have to play that game every year.
Well, it's really interesting. About 200,000 women have mastectomies every year, and about half of them choose reconstruction and half don't.
Oh, wow.
You don't usually see the ones that don't choose reconstruction because they're wearing breast forms, or you just might not notice it because really it's interesting. I've been flat I had implants after my original mastectomy, and then I took them out after 2 years, and no one really notices. It's kind of, unless I want them to. But it's about 100,000 women that go flat every year. But I think what's new is that women are really embracing this idea of authenticity, be who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. I mean, this is universal. This is going on all over the country. Social media is a big part of that. Yeah. And so presenting flat, presenting with less than two breasts is what's really relevant right now. And there's just a huge movement. It's really exciting to be part of it. As a survivor, to find something really exciting and inspiring about this journey that often just sucks. Yeah. So this is having this community of women who look different, feel different, and embrace their bodies after a breast cancer journey is really exciting.
Absolutely. There should be a thing of pride, not of shame. And really, I mean, when you see a woman that's rocking, going flat after, wow, that they are stronger than you, without question. They have been through the ringer and back, and yourself included, and more props to you. Let's talk about aesthetic flat closure. What exactly is this?
So before 2020, if you wanted to go flat, which is not a surgical term, of course, you had to say, I want no reconstruction, which was really kind of a pejorative. It's almost like I personally felt like I wasn't finishing my treatment. No reconstruction. Does that mean the same as no chemotherapy, no radiation?
Yeah.
And then this wonderful patient advocate, Kimberly Bowles, who started Not Putting on a Shirt, worked with the National Cancer Institute to come up with this term, aesthetic flat closure. Now it's a surgical term. Mm-hmm. Women have this term. Surgeons have this term. They know what it means. It means you want to be smooth and flat. You can wear a T-shirt. You can wear clothes. You feel comfortable, as opposed to having it be ill-defined by saying no reconstruction, which can kind of leave you with just not with excess tissue that you don't want and doesn't feel good and doesn't look good. So aesthetic flat closure has been huge, and that is what Dr. Sage has, and that's why she can rock her tight tank top, because she's smooth on one side and she has her natural breast on the other side.
It really, again, props to The Simpsons and props to you for creating a character that really can tell the story of what so many women are going through time and again, year after year.
Yeah.
And we appreciate having you so much. You're continuing your journey on social media as Less Than Two Breasts on Instagram, which I love that. That's a great title. A fierce flat forward and not putting on a shirt on Facebook and on Twitter. It is great talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sean. It's been great to be here.
If you want to continue on the journey with Renee, follow her on social channels. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. As a matter of fact, you should be prideful.